In the previous classes, we were discussing about the advent of Europeans in India. Now I am going to discuss about the Regulating Act. So at first you should know about what is Regulating Act of 1773. Okay. So Regulating Act 1773. At first, Regulating Act means Regulating Act has so much great constitutional importance, right? Because it was the first step taken by the British government to control and regulate the affairs of East India Company in India. Okay. Now, features of this act. What is the main features? In exam, the questions raised about the features of the act. If you know about the features of the act, then you can solve so much questions regarding if the questions is of UPSC or BPSC and other PSC examinations or SSC. No matter. Okay. The features of the act. What is the features of this regulating act? Features of the regulating act of 1773. Now I am going to mention the features. First, by this act, it designated the governor of Bengal as the Governor General. As the Governor General of Bengal. And created a executive member of four peoples to assist the Governor General of Bengal. Means what is the features? First feature is that it designated the Governor of Bengal as the Governor General of Bengal and created a member containing four peoples who assist the Governor General of Bengal. Okay. Then one questions can be arised from here that who was the first Governor General of Bengal? Then we answer that Lord Warren Hastings. Okay. Lord Warren Hastings was the first Governor General of Bengal. So this was the first features of the Regulating Act of 1773. Now the next one is it made the governor of Bombay and Madras presidency. Okay, it made the governor of Bombay and Madras presidency subordinate to the governor of Bengal. Okay, means in earlier the Bombay and Madras presidency both were separated from each other. Now from this act, these all the three means Bombay, Madras and the Bengal presidency were all came to each other, or means they were subordinate to each other, right? So this is the second features, right? The The next important features is the Regulating Act of 1773. Regulating Act of 1773 provided for the establishment of Supreme Court at Calcutta. Court at Calcutta in 1774. The questions may arise from these points. Then, that by which act it is provided for the establishment of Supreme Court in 1774. Then we can answer by Regulating Act of 1773. So this one is also the important point. And the bench of judges comprises of one Chief Justice and three other judges. One Chief Justice and three other judges. Okay? One or two more points left, which is to be discussed, right? The next one is, by Regulating Act, the British government restricted the servant of the company to engaging in any private sectors or trades. Okay, means the company have to regulate its affair at its own, right? So you may mention these points. That is point number 4. The British government, means it restricted the servants of the company. Servants of the company to engage in any private trades or accepting bribes. You know, bribes, that is also presents. And last one is, it strengthened the control of the British government by requiring the Court of Directors and Board of Control. Means it formed two bodies. First, the Court of Directors, and next one is the Board of Control. What is the work of the Court of Directors, right? So the work of Court of Directors is to governing the affairs of the company, right? So 2 points, main points which came here, that is Board of Control and Court of Directors. So Court of Directors, this is the governing body of the company, right, which reports on the revenue, civil and military affairs in India. Court of Directors में होता नहीं. And this is the last points, and these all 5 are the main features of the Regulating Act.